Sorry for the technical stuff, guys. I'm just making sure that like the voices are heard because apparently I've been recording and the voices haven't been going through for some reason. So let me just double check and make sure that's working. Um, yep, yep. I did. Uh, um, what the fuck? Let me try the thing. I don't care. All right. Let me do that. Let me go to the. Let me do my charts now. Give me a second. Uh, what ticker do you want me to go to? SPY, I'm assuming. Okay. I'll go to SPY. Oh yeah, that's why I trade it. It's just a monster. All right, let me get this set up. All right, let me get. Yeah, we'd appreciate that. All right, let me get off the one. Let me make these smaller real quick just to give everybody more room to see. All right, let me turn off some of these. All right, there you go. Yep. Um, my dad told me about it about an hour ago. I just never got around to it. But yeah, he told me that. Yeah, he told me it could like really skyrocket. Yeah. Um. All right, questions. People, go ahead and start thinking of questions. You know how these 15 minutes go. We'd like to have at least three people come up, ask a question, three or four. We'd like to have at least three or four questions. So if y'all can come up here and speak to us in person, not through chat, that'd be fantastic. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. I think I got it now. I think the streaming audio should be working. All right. Somebody raise their hand. Come on. Let's see. If y'all don't raise your hand, I'm going to pick you. I'm going to force one of you people up here. Jerry. All right, we got Inkara. I just invited you up here. Inkara. All you got to do is join up to the chop. Hopefully that wasn't an accidental wave. All right, we've got V1R1. I just invited you up to. Go ahead and join up here. Coolio. What's going on? You might have to unmute yourself. Can I do it for you? Inkara, I also invited you up here if you want to move up here. I don't know if I can bring you up here like automatically manually, but V1R1 is your you gotta unmute yourself. There you go. All right, what's up, man? Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, ask it. Go what? Get after it. Can you hear? Probably Hunter. You there? Hello. Can you guys hear me? Okay. I don't know what's going on with him. I can't hear him. Maybe some people type in the chat that you guys can't hear him talk. Um, he's scared. Yeah, I can hear you now. All right, yeah. Did you hear what he asked you? Yeah, I can hear you now. Do you see? I'm on the 10 minute right now. Do you see one on here? Oh wait, let me go over here. Yeah. If you would have gone SPX, it would have given you 200%. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. Yeah, I can hear you. V1, I have a question. Were you in um were you in the SPX call with me earlier, the one that took ages to develop by chance? Okay. Yeah, I feel you. Probably a good idea. Um, I'll give you an I said probably. I know I said probably a good idea. Probably a good idea he didn't enter. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna show you something real quick. So, just go away. Stop. I don't need the replay anymore. Okay, cool. Um, so here, I'll show you where we had a major. It was like very explosive. What time? It was in the afternoon. Yeah, here we go. Here it is. So we were right here. Like we Yeah, this is where we were kind of trending at. Yes, we were trending down, but the candles were just very like they weren't moving a lot. They were going down and then they were going up and then down. And so I was switching to the 10 minutes. Somebody in the chat at the time asked me like, "Are you still like feeling this trade?" And I was like, but before I answered it, I was watching I switched over to the 10-minute frame and I was watching, where was it? I was watching I can't remember if it was this or the 15-minute, but I was watching the larger time frame of how it was moving because it was just moving very slowly before it exploded up. And that's why the way I was watching the candles, how they're moving, that's why I was like, yeah, I'm still comfortable in this. And then a couple minutes later, it blew up. Now I wish I would have gotten in when I wish I would have entered when it blew up, but hey, we're not perfect. We have Sean. Yeah, he knows. Yeah. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. I'm curious, like, what this will look like, this setting. Hold on. Let me see. All right, no, look, watch right here. So like, I've got it set to 1 second, so it's kind of like, see how it's moving? Um, yeah, I can move it a little bit faster. Yes. Yeah, yeah, the blue line. Yep, that's not EMA. But I'm on the 15-minute chart, by the way. You're gonna wish you did trade this one. This is the one that blew up after. You know, hey, yep. Hey, hey, Jazzy. By the way, I'm just replaying this for you. This is that, um, the one on SPX that blew up, and I said I'm comfortable in it. This is why I was comfortable. Let me just back it up just a little bit, can I? Without having to like select a bar. I guess not. So let me just go to right here. I'm gonna fast forward it. So I was watching this FVG right here because I already saw that they tried to break through it once, they couldn't do it, and then it shot up. And I saw that we were going in that FVG with this next candle. If we would have broke this FVG, then my play would have been invalidated. I would have said, all right, we're out of this. But I saw this big fat candle go down. They tried to push it up, and then let me fast forward it. Hold on. Count this a little bit faster. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. All right. Something I saw right here. The live is too slow, Jazzy, but I was watching this candle, and this candle kept just bouncing up and down, like all in here, and it wasn't pressing at all, especially past this 69.43, which was a major line for me. That I like. This is a great line, so this is a pretty strong line. And after I saw, once we're at about, this is the 15-minute, once we were about probably 5 seconds left into the 15-minute, I was expecting either we just keep trending sideways or there's going to be a huge explosion going up. And that's what happened. It just started shooting up. Hold on. What time is it? Oh, I missed it. It's this one. Fuck me. Regardless, it started doing the same thing. It was just I was watching it just bounce up and down in this FVG, and then it shot up, and that's what made me comfortable in it. So I was just waiting to see if we were going to go through the FVG or not. And when we didn't go through the FVG, because remember when I said on the in the comment, I said if we break this FVG, this play is invalid. Remember when I commented that? No, I can't hear you right now. Well, yep. When we were at that point where that FVG was, It was Schmitty. That's who it was. It was Smitty who asked me. He said, "Hey, is this play? How do you are you still feeling good about this play?" And I said, "Yes." After I was watching this candle right here, cause it's gonna be quick. But if you watch it, let me back slow it down. Actually, let me do one. If you watch the candle, candle places, it goes down. Long wick. It's already getting pushed up by the bulls. It's still getting pushed up. Then it starts to get. See how much it's getting pushed up right there? Like look at that push, and then obviously it's just a fight. So then it pushes down, and then right when it pushes down, it just again just explodes up. Yes. Yeah, I try not to. Yeah, I mean, yes, I do watch the 1 to 2 minute time frame. I pretty much on SPX you pretty much have to trade SPX with the 1 to 2 minute time frame. But when you're in a position of kind of a lot of sideways action, or maybe you're trying to figure, like for me, if I'm trying to figure out if my play is still valid, I'm gonna hop over to the 10 or 15 minute, look for bigger FVGs, and right here I saw we had this one right below us, so I just want to see what we were gonna do with it. Obviously, it could have gone south if we broke through it, but we didn't break through it, and then right afterwards, it just shot right up. So, um, yeah, 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 I can hear you. Yeah, he said that's yep. Jesus Christ. You could chase this if you guys want to look at my screen. Like, if you said like, I mean, obviously you can't predict it, but I mean, like, I chase the hell out of these puts. 1 minute. Yeah, dude. Look and look. What is this? This is 45. This is 15 points down. Yeah, dude. This is 10 point. This is 15 points down. That's insane. You want to see? Yeah, you guys want to see what that looks like? Here, I'll show you what it looks like, just so you can see. We'll go to a 10 second. I'm surprised. And the thing is, there's so much volume. Like they're still normal candles. Here you go. Hold on, let me see. Make sure it's the right thing. No, wait, was it this one? Yeah, yeah, it's this one. Yeah, look at this. Let me just. That's 10 seconds. Wait, is it? Oh, wait, no! No, 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 no. That's not it. We were at, it was around 1 o'clock. Hold on, let me find it. It's right here. Here we go. Oh, you probably actually couldn't have even chased this, to be fair. Was that the time? I can't remember because it's so. I never trade the 10 second. What time was it at? It was at. No, it wasn't that time. It was around 1 o'clock. Just to show you guys what this shit looks like. Here you go. Look at this. Here's the. Oh my god. There you go. There's the 10-second time frame right there, guys. Yeah, that looks so scary. Look at this drop right here. Like, yeah, that's insane. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 10%, absolutely. Something I do want to tell you guys, learning lesson today. If you DCA and then you start coming in profit and you start to trim in that DCA, the ones you trim are actually not even, they're going to be negative profit. I trimmed twice on SPX because I previously DCA'd twice. And once I was like 30%, I trimmed 5 contracts. And once it got to like 45, I trimmed another 5. I went back and looked. Both of those groups of 5 were negative like $100. Yeah, yeah. Why is SPY and SPX return percentage so different? I thought it would be the same. No. Reason being is because SPY, they both, okay, so here I'll even show you. Look, SPY and SPX, they move the exact same. Here, I'll do a comparative. So let me get I'm gonna remove turn my EMA 9 line off just so you can see that now the blue line that's following it, that's SPY. They move the same. They move the exact same. Only difference is well, you explain it. You might know it better. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. How do I zoom this out? I don't know because it's down here. Hold on, let me see. What the mean, here's just an idea. Look, so I was watching S. You know what? Here, let me do it like this. Let me take this off. I'm gonna show you guys something. Let me take that off. Let me get this back to normal. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna show y'all something. All right, and we're gonna do this. All right, now where's SPY? All right, here we go. So this is SPY on the right side, and this is SPX on the left side. Both on the 3 minute. Let me just make sure they're the same size. And I'm gonna do a quick replay so you guys can see the actual like how it moves. Like yes, it does look the same essentially, but it's not. So let me do a replay if I can. There. Oh wait, start now. All right. Now let me zoom it out real quick. Hold on, because this is a little too zoomed in. What about this one? Is this one doing it too or no? Do I need to replay this as well? Hold on. Can't replay them both at the same time? I thought you could. I guess not. No, you can't. Hey, Dr. Daytrade, I just figured out the answer to your question. Why does SPX pay so much more? Because it has one extra digit. That's why. Seriously. No, seriously. It's got more. It's got one extra digit. It has more room to move. It's 6,940 versus 691.58. And SPX still has the point zero zero that can be a 0.58, whatever. SPX just has way more movement. It's got way more room to move. Yes, they move the same. Yeah, the dollar movement is a lot more. It's because it has an extra number and it's more expensive. I'm sure if I got, let's say, if I got 50 contracts of SPX and then I hopped to SPY and got 500 contracts, I'm sure it would move the same. I just have to buy a lot more contracts on SPY. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You are. And like, yeah, it's just because of that extra digit, it's more rewarding, but it's also can be very, it can also kill you. Like literally, it can nuke your account. What? What? Oh, yeah, yeah, Oracle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just because it has more room to move is all. You know, think of it like this. Here's a good analogy. You think of all right. When you buy an in the money option, it's usually more expensive, right? But that option is going to be a lot more sensitive to movement, correct? But then if you buy a super out of the money option, let's just say it's I don't know 0.05 or whatever, it's going to take a yeah. If you do like a super out of the money option, guess what? It's going to take a lot more movement to actually move that option price. So that's like a good way, the best I can think of how to do it. But you know what? If you want to figure out for yourself, just go hop on a day trade on SPX. Yeah, yeah. No, it's absolutely insane. That's why I like it, but it's like it's also again like it can stress you the fuck out. Like it can really stress you out. What? Yeah. On is the 5 minute. Look at this FEG. We got it. The gap up. See, we eventually got this FEG. Well, we didn't get it all the way, but you see we gravitated towards it. I mean, I mean, just yeah, drastically. I mean, go to well, all the other ones are probably taken. Yeah, there's no yeah. So uh, yeah, somebody else come up here and talk. Come on. Oh, what was that? Austin, could you? And who was it? In Kara. I don't have my set. I've never changed my settings on the FVG uh, indicator. They're the same. They're whatever the default is. Anybody want to? Yeah, somebody come up here. Somebody come up here. I'm gonna force you up here. I don't know if I can actually do that. No, I don't think I can. We got Laura. Here she comes. Imagine just drag people up here. Laura, I invited you to come up here. Yeah, accepted your thing if you want to come up, unless you were just waiting. What is it? The Mortal Kombat guy that goes, "Get over here." What is that? Uh, you know what I'm talking about? You don't know Mortal Kombat? The guy that wears the yellow mask and he like throws the chain that's got the sharp thing at the end. Ah, never mind. Forget it. No, she waved. I invited her up. She didn't join up. Somebody better wave. Come on. Oh, yes, how? Oh, here, I'll re-invite you again. Hold on. All right, I just invited you. You should see something that says like accept or something. Scorpion, that's right, Dee Dee. Yeah. Huh. Um. uh. Laura, look in like the top right corner of your screen. You should see a hand with three lines. See if you see that, click on it. It should give you the option to like accept it. But I invited you up here. Yeah, 53. Let's see. We've Trader X said I can join. All right, Trader X, let me send you an invite. Come on up here. Yeah, what's up? Oh, all good. Yep. Like look right here. Look right here on the screen. See this? Let me get rid of my EMA 9 real quick just to show you. See the and I'm on the 5 minute by the way. So see this red candle right here, and see how like you can tell. Obviously, at one point the it was pushed all the way to right here at the top, but then you see it got pushed right back up. It rejected off of it. So if I was in this trade right here and I saw this and I saw it get pushed all the, up back right here, that's going to tell me, okay, it's probably still a solid trade. And then look what happened. Oh, okay. All right. Laura. Yes. Um, why do you think? Because you think I've blown an account? Um, I have. I have. I blew an account 3 years ago, $50,000. Blew an account and pretty much stopped trading for shit. I don't know, a good couple of months, like day trading. Um, I don't recommend anybody to go down this path. But yeah, pretty much blew it. Didn't trade for a while, and then just kind of eased back into it. I think the best thing to do. I was actually chatting with somebody through DMs earlier. I can't remember. It may have been Avalanche or somebody else. I don't know, but um, he was mentioning he was like, yeah, I could put 30K in my account right now, but I'd rather just do the 2,000 and work with that. And I was like, dude, that's actually like the smartest thing I've heard, because when you're only trading with like a low amount, especially like when you're in your beginning stages, obviously like you want to it's you want to protect you're going to protect that $2,000 a lot more. You're going to be like more what's the word uh I can't think of the word I'm thinking of, but you're gonna treat that $2,000 a lot more carefully than you would if you had $30,000, if that makes any sense. Especially if you're a new person, right? You're new to day trading, um, because $2,000 in day trading, like really, it's not a ton of money. It's not. So you're going to definitely size light because I mean you can't size heavy. If you size heavy, you're pretty much full porting your account. And you kind of just have to, when you have losses, if you're trading a stop loss, um, and you've got small losses, best thing to do is like if you have one or two losses back to back, just stop trading for the day. No matter how big or small. Obviously try to keep them small, but just stop trading for the day, shut the computer, don't look at the Discord, whatever, and then just clear headed tomorrow. Um, like there's been plenty of times even nowadays where I've made good amount of money, and then the next day it's like, okay, why can't I be the person I was yesterday? And I know Profit Hunters had those days as well. It just happens. There's nothing you can do about it. That you're never gonna produce 100%. Um, but I think like trying to learn the strategies, and I think the easiest one, like he said, is like the 90 MA. Trading SPY with the 90 MA on the 3 minute is so simple, and it'll help you build your confidence. I remember, let me see. Like I mean, like I explained before, because SPY moves very slow. It's not an aggressive moving ticker. And so you've got like you can kind of make up your mind more with it. And like again, like if you got in right here, you just gotta just look like I said yesterday. I don't know if you're in there yesterday, but like just look for like a third candle confirmation, third or fourth on top of the EMA 9, and then just write it up. And then honestly, like I was talking to somebody else yesterday, and they're like, how do you like battle against greed? Like I just wouldn't even look at the dollar amount, just look at the percentage and just like 30%. That's if you can make 30%, 40, 50% on your money, then you're beating the S&P 500 year over year if you on every trade. Now I'm not saying sell short, don't be like Jerry and sell too early, not all the time, but sometimes like especially if you're like in an early trade, if you're trading for the first time, then build your account and build your confidence and then you'll be able to like play more in the playing field, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like you gotta crawl before you can walk and walk before you can run. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like yeah. Oh, where'd he go? Yeah. Also, I don't know where he went. Yeah, no, like 2 weeks ago or so. It wasn't last week because last week I had a good week last week. I had a pretty decent one this week. But the week before, like some of my call outs were they just reversed on me and they just went against me. And I was like, and that kind of messed with me, my mental. And so like literally last week and this week, like I've sized smaller, because I was like, you know what? It's not that I want to wait and like figure out like what the hell I'm doing wrong, and then I just started like late nights kind of like spending time on the charts and figuring it out. And sometimes that's it. Like I can't tell you, how many times like I'll come back even nowadays and just like look at the charts like where I've previously entered and like to see what was going on, like if I lost especially, and I'm like looking, I'm like, okay, well, and I'll rewind. I'm like, okay, well, there's a huge FVG up here on the 15 minute. It bounced off that, boom, shot down, like that's why. But sometimes you just can't prevent it. Like again, there's so many outside factors, especially, well, if you're trading SPY, then yeah, there's more risk to trading SPY than a singular stock, because like what are the chances that Trump announces something about, I don't know, AMD or Nvidia? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, but like if Trump announces anything and you're trading SPY, guess what SPY's doing? It's gonna react, because SPY also consists of 200 other stocks or whatever, 500 other stocks. Um, but yeah, I'd say just keep doing small until you build up your confidence, and you build up like where you could, like where you're at the point where you can be like, you can identify a trade yourself. Then like I'd say you can like go up it a little bit. But yeah, no, I think if anybody comes in here and they're already like just buying a lot of contracts more than they need to be buying, I mean, yeah, they may get lucky every now and then, but they're just really setting themselves up for a bad day eventually. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, no problem. Hey, how'd it go with the scammer yesterday? Did you end up like yeah. Yeah. No, he's not on here. I no, I don't know who it is. Like I can't find out. I mean, he maybe like I don't like maybe came in here and then like I guess obviously he copied everything with my profile, but I don't know, maybe I make a tweak to my profile and then like it's not easy to spot, but I don't know. Honestly, just at the end of yeah. 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 Yeah, no, yeah. If it easy way to spot it is like if it'll be one, I'm not gonna DM anybody first. I'm gonna tag them in the Discord group and say, hey, DM me. I'm gonna tell you guys to DM me, and then two, you'll see it if it's me, it'll say mutual server at the top. So if it doesn't say that, then it's not me. So yeah, it's like you have no idea. I've been here since day one. Well, awesome. All right. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Laura. What's going on, Bolt? I'm good, man. How are you doing? Yep. 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 Sure. Mhm. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That's yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Yep. Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's I think journaling is great. Me myself, I don't really journal anymore. I used to, but no, like look, the one of the things I used to do way back in the day. Let's say if at one point my account was like, let's just say $10,000, or not. Let's not even say that high, because that's for a beginner that's pretty damn good. But let's just say if it was like $5,000, and I'm like, and I like built it to five, and I'm like, you know what, I've got an extra 5K in the bank, let me just put that in here. And it's like now, like mentality wise, like, oh, I've got 10 grand, like I can like make some bigger return. And so then you see a trade and you're like, oh dude, this is it, you just size super heavy, and you just blow the five you just put in there. So then you're back at the five you initially had. Yeah, like it, that like Profit Hunter, I think he mentions he trades with like 75K capital. He doesn't use all that 75K, guys. I want you to know that. Like he doesn't. He probably, if he takes four, let's just say he averages like 3 to 5K per trade, and he takes five trades in one day, which is a lot generally. That's 20 grand maybe. So that's not even half of his 75. See what I'm saying? Um, Most people don't need 75K to trade at all. Like you don't even need that much. You don't need, like, being over 25K is nice because then you can be a margin. You can get your money back right away. But like that can also be dangerous. That's why I kind of like preach on the side of like be a cash account. Because like especially like the young like the lower than 25K, like before you get PDT'd, you don't get that money back until the next day. So I'm like, that's a blessing for you. Good. Like you have to wait a whole another day to trade again. But yeah, it doesn't settle. Yeah, and you have to wait. But yeah, I think journaling is good, and going back and looking at charts. The amount of hours I have on TradingView, not counting like day trading hour, like trading day hours, like just after hours, just spending on TradingView, testing different indicators and all that stuff is insane. and then the amount of hours I have on YouTube just searching up different strategies and kind of like watching somebody live trade with like this strategy to see it in action where you don't have to test it out first, that's also like a great thing to do. And then thirdly, some brokerages, I know Webull provides it. I know Robinhood does not, unfortunately, but like paper trade. You get to trade with you get to trade with literal monopoly money. It's not real. And you get to test and see if it works. Yeah, is it going to be the same psychology as real money? No, but treat it as it is. You know what I mean? And then you just keep doing that over and over and over again. It's just repetitions, guys, you know? So, sure. No, ask. Mhm. Mhm. I don't. You know what? That is a good question. It's not a stupid question because I don't know the answer to it. I've seen the point fives and they're occasionally there. They're not on SPX, but like oh okay like Tesla. I took a Tesla one yesterday. I think the bot even recommended it. I don't remember what the strike was. I think it was like 327.5 or something. And I don't remember the price, but I mean, up to you. I mean, I don't know. That's not a stupid question. I don't know the answer for it to be honest with you. Um, yeah, because it's a whole number. Yeah, it's not like a fractional number. Yeah, yeah, I'd probably just do that. To be honest with you, I don't. Yeah, I can't remember. I think I've only traded 1.5 number, and that was yesterday because the bullseye bot recommended it. Like I literally think that was it. Like I don't typically trade those. Yeah, I've never not traded them for a reason. It's just like I don't know. It's just like it's not a common. I don't think it's a super common thing for most stocks. I mean, a couple here and there, but yeah. Yeah, no problem, man. Yep. Anybody else want to come up? Guess Profit Hunter Irish goodbye does, huh? What a guy. Let me scroll over these comments real quick. I saw a lot of thick comments. Let me just see what's going on. Um, yeah. What Austin? Yeah, like dude, there's that's the point. Like obviously, like I don't want you guys to have to depend on me, Profit Hunter, Mosh, Coco Cola, like for plays, like for the rest of your lives. Like that's not sustainable. The point is like we're gonna me and Profit Hunter and Coco Cola, we're gonna day trade regardless with or without this Discord, right? Well, like we don't I don't like I'll do it no matter what, whether there's a Discord or not. But I'm not gonna do it just to day trade with you. I'm not gonna give you guys signals for the next 30 years. And well, I will, but like I just don't want you guys to only be following my signals. Like I want you to be able to be independent as well and make plays on your own. And then you can still like if I call it a play, you're like, oh man, let me look at that, and then you hop in it, you get to get an extra win on your belt. That's kind of how I'm treating the bullseye bot. It's like it's an extra tool, you know? It's like, okay, Bullseye bot alerted something. You know what? I'll take some extra free money. And if it doesn't work out, cool. I have on the Bullseye bots, I do a 15, 20% stop loss. If it hits that 15, 20%, I'll leave it, you know? Um, but I don't pay attention to it. I don't. unless it's a 0 DTE. And yeah, what Jerry said, what we're really lucky about is getting super accelerated learning. Yeah, yeah. It took me years, and I'm still not 100% like where I'd like to be, but it took years of trial and error. And you guys are getting you guys are getting this fast tracked, which is insane. Um, and there's a lot of discords out there. I've been in some where it's like they don't give a shit about you whatsoever. They do not give a shit about you. They won't personally have these live training sessions. They won't talk to you. They'll just be like, "All right, here's a signal. Follow it." That's it. That's it. There will be no teachings whatsoever. Um let's see. I'm missing most of your signals when I get the signal notification, and right when I open the option, the premium is already up 10 to 20%. Then I hesitate to jump in. In Cara, yeah, no, it's tough to look. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I always try to alert ahead of time, saying, "Hey, are you guys ready?" And that's when I do that. I don't. I'm not. I know you guys are ready, but I'm doing that to alert you guys, like, "Hey, be on the lookout for like a signal from me." But sometimes there's just not enough time to even give that heads up notice, and so obviously can't expect everybody to always be on their computer or on their phone like 20, for 12 hours every day just waiting for a signal. But yeah, sometimes, just keep it open, your phone, whatever, while you're doing all your stuff, and just I would leave it open on like that person's signal page, and so you could just check it every now and then, just with your eyes, just look down. And if you see that they're typing, then if they're typing in there and they haven't gone into a signal yet, 9 times out of 10 they're probably about to tell you a signal. And if it's me and I'm typing, you probably already know it's going to be an SPX play. And if it's Profit Hunter, it's probably going to be a SPY or a QQQ play. It might be a Tesla, it might be a Palantir or whatever, but 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, it's probably going to be a SPY or a QQQ play. So, yeah, but I understand the struggle. Let's see, you got to keep this Discord signal. Yeah. I'm going small. Shut up, Jerry. I think Jerry's talking about me. Um, oh, and this goes with all the analysts, all of them LAC. I don't know what that means. Showed me how to not be greedy. Yes, 10% or 100% or 1,000% sounds cool and all, but realistically, you're just trying to beat the S&P 500. So even something as small as 0.1% per day is awesome. If you're consistently making 1 to 4% per day, that's true. That is very true. I mean, yeah, like don't get me wrong. I'm at a point where it's like the S&P 500. Sorry for the language, but the S&P 500 is my bitch, and I will make it my bitch every day that I can trade. Yes, I may lose a trade here and there, but I'm gonna bang out 100 percenters pretty much every day, and that's just me. I don't typically. This is me, and this isn't me teaching you this. I'm just telling you what I do because I want to be transparent with you guys. I typically don't trim. I just sell. I buy my entire order and I sell my entire order. Is it bad practice? Probably, but it works for me, and it's been working for me for a good couple of years. But yeah, definitely for trim, for the people that like don't necessarily like aren't 100% confident, yeah, definitely take that trim 100%. And I tell you guys to trim in SPX. If it's at 20%, 10%, I say trim. 20% trim, 30 trim, 40 trim, 50 trim. By the time it's at 50, I'm like, all right, decide whether or not you want to get out of this or not. It could be go higher. But if it's already up 50%, probably going to go, it might go higher. I feel exactly like you are talking about right now. Maybe I should stop. I've lost 14K from SPM, clawed back my small account from 350 to 1,000, then added more up to 2,700. My bigger account is family money. Ideally, once I figure this out, I retire myself off of the 40K. So I take the losses there really hard. I'm trying to keep my head up as well and keep trying. The scalping theme seems like it could work for me now. Anyway, just want you to hear it that there are more of us here who feel that exact same way. Yeah. No, I get it. Like even sometimes when I take losses nowadays, I'm like, damn, my God, it's pissed me off. It's like I had such a good day yesterday, and it's like now it's like God, I just took this loss. Um, but think of it this way: if you have proper risk management, okay, so you either took profit when you had the chance, or you have a stop loss, then you either made money or you only lost a little bit of money, right? And losing a little bit of money is okay. It's not, it's going to happen. It is inevitable. But making sure that your gains are bigger than your losses is the true is the thing that you really need to be striving for. But you can't force it. You cannot force it. It just has to happen through repetitions and through learning, and it takes time. You can expedite learning as much as you want, but again, it's like you got to give it time, and one day it'll just click, and you'll be like, oh, and then you'll be able to sit in a trade, and let's say it goes up 50% and you trimmed, but then it drops back down to 30%. You'll one day have the confidence to sit there and you're like, rather than being like, damn, I should have taken that, I should have just sold all at that 50%, but now I'm only at 30%. But like, you'll be the confidence of like looking at the chart and be like, oh no, this is actually gonna go even more. And that happens. Let's see. FYI, the money I'm playing with is maybe like 5% of everything. Don't want you all to think I'm risking the farm. Well, that's a good thing. I was about to say, I hope the bank isn't coming for your house. Um, um, I went negative, but not that negative. A lot of people in here are trying to recover from the STBN. You're not alone, brother. And look, I think you guys, like, I know it's hard to forget, but like, you just got to like move past the STBN, get out of your brain, and like treat this as like a new slate, right? Um, because if you let the STBN thing hang over your head, like it's gonna be really hard to like bring back those losses, if that makes sense, because you're still going to be in a desperate mindset. I made money in STBN and then I lost a shit ton of money in STBN. I never think about it. The only time I think about it is when I see Dr. Daytrade's profile picture or somebody brings it up. That's the only time I think about it. Other than that, I don't care. Or if I see CoreWeave. If I see CoreWeave, I'm like, fuck that stock. Also, writing down your trades might help. I started doing it, like why enter a trade, what made you enter a trade. So it's kind of helped me understand what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, keep your head up, keep the grind up is all I gotta say. Yep. Um, I'm just reading. I might read quietly. This might be a dumb question, but when I try to add any indicators, I see multiple of them. For example, 9EMA. Which one is the correct one to add? The 9EMA. Yeah. You're just gonna go up here and just type in EMA. And it's just gonna be it's gonna be moving average exponential, so it's backwards. But yeah, you just click on that and you go into settings and set the length to 9, and the length is gonna be right up here at the top. Just set the length to 9 and everything else should be fine. This should stay closed, but everything else should be default. um for 9EMA you can go with regular trading view. Yeah. um what about other indicators? Is there a list somewhere? I mean, no, there's not a list just because, I mean, we all kind of use indicators differently. Like, I don't know I know Provenher used the EMA 9 and the FVGs, but like, I don't know what else he uses. But like me, like, I have a slew of indicators. When I'm trading actively, I have these on. These are the only ones I have on. The VWAP line, which is the yellow one, and the SMA 50. I explained these a little bit yesterday. These were pretty much useless today because look how close they are to everything. You don't really want these are good for momentum. Like yes, they were over the VWAP and the SMA 50 were over this trend right here, so it gave good bias that this is going down. But usually those are good for very trendy days. Like right here, you see obviously these two kicked over. It's like, yeah, there's no point of return, right? Especially at the end of the day. I mean, what was that, 1:09 p.m., 2 hours till close? Yeah, no. You got it right here. You can still kind of see downward momentum. These is kind of all over the place when they're super close together. These just kind of help me like stay in a trade longer. Like this. Like look at this. See how these two are under? I mean, this was obviously clearly a bullish day, right? I mean, yeah, it had some drawbacks, yeah, but overall, I mean, this is just it's just moving straight up. So that just tells me like if we're still bullish or if we're still bearish on the 3 minute. And then let me look at the 5. Ugh, it's messy. Look at the 15. 15, yeah, a little bit. 15, it's kind of hard to tell with the 15 just because it's so tight. But like 1 minute. Let me see here. Yeah, look at this. It's just the VWAP line just stayed all the way straight across. That's just crap. I mean, today was crap. I mean, today was crap. I mean, yeah, people made a lot of money, but like it was a scalp day. There was no like clear like trend of what was happening. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just peaking every which direction, right? Um, again, here you go. Here's a pretty simple one. Like, so here you go. Perfect right here. 1 minute chart. That's as low as you can get. Bull day. Straight, just grinding up. Here's another one. Obviously, it had a little bit more peaks and valleys, but still went up. So that's why I use those. Let me see. Is there a list of indicators pinned? No, I'm not sure. Is the 25K rule like a law, or is there a broker? Rogue is not in here. Oh, Profit Hunter's back. He Irish exited us and then came back later. Yeah, no, it's a PDT rule is at least for American. I know, but like Rogue, he's not in here, but Rogue lives in Canada and he's under 25K and he trades on I think Robinhood, but for some reason the PDT rule or yeah, PDT rule does not pertain to him. I don't know if it. So I have no. I know in America it applies. You have to have over 25K. You can day trade under 25K. You just can't be on a margin account. What a margin account pretty much is like once you enter a trade and then you sell that trade, you don't have to wait for the next day for those funds to settle. So you know how like when let's say if you have $1,000 and you spend, I don't do this, but let's just say for ease of math, you have $1,000 and you spend $500 on a trade, and then you sell that trade for let's say $800, so you made 300 profit. When you sell that, you automatically get that buying power added immediately back to your account, so then you can go use it again with margin. But with cash accounts, you cannot. But you can still day trade with a cash account. You're just gonna have to wait till the next day to get that to be able to use that money, and it comes like before market opens, so it's not like you have to wait. Um, let me see. Thought of this you're speaking, y'all are buying multiple cons when we are a smaller count. Unless it's part of the 1K challenge, should we look to aim at still 1 to 2? Depends. Any thoughts? Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're new and you're still learning, yeah, definitely. I would still trade 1 to 2 contracts until you've built that confidence up for 100%. Um, yeah, Joe, absolutely. Thank you. Can we get this chat later, or I'll screenshot? You're gonna have to screenshot it. Start with one. I'll start with one. Yep. If an FEG is formed, it doesn't mean it has to get filled, but highly likely it will get filled. If it's on the 15 minute, yeah. On the 15 minute, yes. Like, hold on. And what's up, Queso Loco? What's going on, bro? I can get back. Yeah, I can get back to the chat later. What's going on? Yeah, let me answer this one. Let me answer this one real quick. So yeah, on the 15 minute, let me go to SPX. So right here, see this FVG right here on the 15 minute? Obviously, it was built by a gap up, but you see we went up and then what happened? We just dumped right down. You can treat especially 15 minute, treat those as a magnet. Like those FVGs, treat them as a magnet because 9 out of 10 times they're going to get filled. Now these like little small ones, yeah, a little bit, here and there, but um, obviously you see we didn't completely fill this FVG on Thursday. It went down to right here. And then what happened? We had a gap up, and yet it still dumped. And then we finally we still haven't filled it yet. We still have to go just this little bit to fill it. So, will it get filled completely by Tuesday? Who knows? Maybe. All right, what's up, man? Let me bring him up here. Let me bring him. Let me bring him up here too, because he's here. I just want him to, in case he needs the answer. Go ahead. Yep. 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 Uh huh. Hey, Queso Loco, question: do you trade on? I'm just curious because what I'm about to explain would require a computer. Do you trade on your phone or on a computer? Okay, okay, okay. I got you. Do you use TradingView? Okay, I got you. So something I like to do, and I still do it. I don't do it on SPX as much, just because it's super aggressive. But let's just say, for instance, let's just pretend this is not SPX and this is like SPY. Something I like to do. So let's say I hop in the trade. Let me just place this line real quick, and let me change the color so it's easily visible. Give me 1 second. All right. See, you see this red line right here, yeah? All right. So let's say I hop into the trade right here, right on this candle, this little one right here after the big one. Let's say I have to hop in that trade, hop in right there, and then it shoots up right here. Something I do, obviously, because you're not going to be able to have a trailing stop loss. I know some brokerages provide them, but I know like the main ones like Robinhood and Webull, they do not. Like a trailing stop loss is literally a line you place it, and if it hits that line, it auto sells for you. But this is the best alternative I could do is pretty much as the candle moves, I just move like if it moves up aggressively, I move this up. It's my mental stop loss, so like right here. So then it moves up, and then if it goes here, well, guess what? I'm gonna keep moving this up, and I'm treating this line, even though it's not real. It has no, it can't do anything with my with my trading account. I treat it as if it can, and if it touches that line, I sell immediately. Like, watch here. I'll do a little replay just to show you what I'll do. Let me just show you real quick. So let me go. We'll go right here. All right, and then I'll do. I wish I could do this more than 1 second, but whatever. We'll turn it up to 10x though. So let me press play real quick. So what I would do is, okay, candle's coming up. I've hopped in it. So now I'm just watching it. All right, I see that candle come up, so I'm moving this up. We're still going up. So I'm just following it. I'm just moving it. We get to there. Okay, I have my stop loss there. I'm letting that candle do its thing. Okay, crazy. It's going up like crazy. So I'm just moving it. And then boom, hits it. I'm out. Does that make sense? And it's more so just like a psychological thing for me. It's like if that hits that, I'm out. And that's exactly what I did on this trade today. The trade went 100 and something percent, and I wanted to see if we could get more. I was a little greedy, but anyways, I had my line right there. It hit it. I was out of the trade. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah. 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 Exactly. That's what, yeah. That's what I do. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, it happens. Yeah. No, Jerry dipped out. He said he had to go. Yep. I did it one time, and I was remember it? The fucking you was like, dude, that was an insane entry. Like it's hard. It's really tough. No, you're good. No, you're good. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's dope. That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely, man. And actually, I think we're gonna end it there anyways. This is the longest 15-minute longest 15-minute session I think we ever had. But awesome. I think we did. Guys, don't forget the market is closed on Monday for holiday, so take that other time just to relax. I know that we're all yeah. I know that we're all degenerates and it's like drugs to us, but like honestly, it's nice to like it's good for your brain to take a break. 'Cause Lord knows this week has made my brain hate me right now. Um, but cool guys. Well, yeah, see you guys later. Looking forward to next week. Let me know, DM me or Prophet Hunter as always if you guys have any questions, but peace out.